Welcome back to the Starting Five, everybody. Mark Keller here with you, joined this segment by Tim Kelby. We're going to be talking about some Hagerstown Suns, actually some Lexington Legends, and Christian Binford, Hagerstown native, pitcher for the Lexington Legends in the Kansas City Royals system. And Tim, I know you've been keeping tabs on him all season long, actually ever since he was drafted out of Mercersburg Academy. So give us a little bit of update on his record, where he stands coming into his start tomorrow here in Hagerstown.
Well, right now he's 4-3, has an earned run average of 2.21. Actually, his record could be a little bit better. He's had 2 games in which Lexington has scored 2 runs or less, in which he's had a no decision. His last outing was Saturday, went 6 innings, no runs allowed, but he also left with a 0-0 scoreboard, in which Lexington did win the game 2-0. So he's pitching very well. They're very happy with what he's done for the Legends this year.
Well, he's obviously made an impression as well. He was an All-Star this year for the Southern Division.
Absolutely.
What was his reaction to that? To be
he was like it's like a kid opening his first Christmas present. He really at that time you couldn't tell whether or not he was more excited about being in the All-Star game or finally going to have an opportunity to pitch here in Hagerstown against the Suns. But I think at that time, obviously, his biggest thrill was being a member of the All-Star team.
And he made an appearance, a very short one.
Yeah, he did.
But effective.
Yeah, when you get into a game, in an All-Star game, you throw 1 inning and you only throw four pitches, albeit they had an error, but he got a double play out of it. So, a 4-pitch inning is great. 4
pitches, 4 strikes as well. So,
yeah.
So a great outing for him. You mentioned, this will be a second trip here to Hagerstown. The first time through, the rotation didn't quite line up for him. He didn't get a chance
quite
to
line
pitch
up.
Here.
And he knew going into the All-Star game that he was had already been told, yeah, you're pitching when we go to Hagerstown next time. Just didn't know when. He got to word a couple of days ago that he would pitch the series opener Thursday night. And we texted back and forth, and he is so pumped up. There's only one. We had some more texting today. He says, "Oh no, there's rain in the forecast for Thursday night. I just hope and pray." But he did say that if by chance there is rain, that he will go Friday night then.
Okay, that's good. So get out there to see Christian Binford pitch tomorrow against the Hagerstown Suns. You want to root for the Suns, as the home team, but pull for Christian a little bit
absolutely.
too. So,
there's no doubt.
Let's change gears a little bit. Tim does a lot of golf coverage here for us, and the Tri-State Juniors got underway on Monday. Tell us a little bit about that up at Waynesboro.
Well, first of all, it's their 19th year, believe it or not. Already, and Bill Hoffman is in charge of that organization now. Took over for Don Mullen. And the first one was at Waynesboro, and Noah Reeder won the 12 and 13 age division, and Jake Darr, who's been a familiar name on the Tri-State Tour, won the 14 and 15 that you see there in the middle, and Eric Williams on the right was the 16 and 18 age winner.
Now, tell me a little bit about the juniors, the program, and how that works.
Well, as it says, Tri-State, it's open to any junior golfer within the Tri-State area. And I don't think a lot of the youngsters know that it doesn't cost them any money to play golf at these courses. And, it's a good mix playing with each other. Plus, they get a nice little lunch afterwards. But it's a way to keep just another avenue to keep your game going during the summer.
A great opportunity, as you mentioned, to play on some different courses. What about the schedule?
Well, the schedule coming up, they're off a little bit now. They don't play again until July 15th at Black Rock, and then they'll be at Chambersburg Country Club July 22nd, and then they go to Fountainhead on July 29th. You can't ask for some better courses to play on. And then they take a couple weeks off, and then August 12th, they get together for the Tournament of Champions at Beaver Creek.
Okay, well, we'll keep everybody posted on that. Plenty of coverage on that in the Herald-Mail and online at herald-mail.com. Maryland State Juniors were in town Monday and Tuesday. First time ever in Washington County. Kind of unbelievable, isn't it?
It was the 89th annual Maryland State Boys Amateur. First time ever. And boy, I tell you, they did them no favors setting that course up. But you should see these kids hit the ball. The 14 and 15-year-olds is unbelievable, even the 12 and 13-year-olds. But unfortunately for the Washington County golfers that were in the mix, none of them could crack the low scores that were needed to make the cut to get into Tuesday. Ryan Crabtree was the best of the best for Washington County. He shot an 80. After that, it was Aaron Staley with an 83. Nick Steiner had an 83. Kyle Huntsberry shot an 86, and then Nate Parchment an 87. And those were way off the medalist scores that set the stage for the first day. 68 by a 14-year-old, Bennett Mook, over Fountainhead. And it's not that they were playing a 5,000-yard course. They were playing 6,326 yards.
Wow.
So, they're playing the same distance that I would play, you would play, anybody else would play, and 68. They came back to earth a little bit on Tuesday with a 75, but he still did win the championship.
And he was actually the one who bumped Crabtree
Yes,
over the cut line as well,
because
right?
being in the 14 and 15 age division, he teed off a little bit later. And, Ryan was sitting okay to play his second day, but then when he came in, see you later, Ryan.
Too bad for him.
Yeah,
It was a great event, and hopefully it won't be another 89 years until
well,
it's...
it's the same. It took a while for the Maryland Open to get back here to Fountainhead a couple of years ago when it finally got here. Hopefully that won't take as long, but Randy Reed had said that they did some work with Roger Finn over at Fountainhead and getting this tournament up here, and hopefully they can get it up here again soon.
Real quick, got about a minute left. We had a couple of the pros that played out in Oregon this past weekend. Dirk Schultz and Jim Schooler, and both of them missed the cut, but again, Dirk was really close.
Eighth visit for Dirk to the Players National Championship. Great first round. He had a 69 on Sunday, but unfortunately he ran into the bogey train on the back nine in his second round on Monday. He had a couple of doubles, a triple, and that shot him up to a 77. He missed the cut by one shot. And Jim Schooler, the head pro over at Fountainhead, had a 76 and a 79. So Jim was down the list in his first ever appearance in the PNC.
We failed to mention the Waco juniors as well, real quickly. What's their schedule look like coming up here soon?
Actually, their camp was completed last week, and now they've completed their second Inglings qualifier that they have on Tuesdays. Those youngsters get to go on and play every Thursday over at Beaver Creek. And again, it's another great young program that Rod Steiner has been running for the last whoever knows how many years.
Yeah. All right. Well, Tim, thanks a bunch for talking about that. We'll have Tim in a little bit more. See you next time on The Starting Five.